July 17th, time to get started on the bathroom. Alright, before shot. I've got like 5 days, so let's see what we can do. Just gotta get everything out. We're looking at bare bones. We're gonna insulate this exterior wall right here. Hardy backer goes where the shower is. Drywall. Ceiling, we had some issues. There was an extra layer of 1/2 inch over the top that ended right here where there was a soffit. Took the soffit out. The can light's going up in the attic, and we're gonna replace that fan. Lots to do. Good morning, day 2. Fan, can light, attic. Rolling right along, the new light is in, the new fan is in. Thank you, Lori, for going in the attic for me so I didn't have to. And the insulation is in. Next is the tub. This tub came with this little piece that said do not discard, and it's a good thing I didn't because it actually keeps or maintains an even space from this bottom to the outside. We need to make sure we glue. This is glued. The tape's holding on right now till it dries. And we're gonna also put some adhesive on the floor when we set this. Hopefully the plumbing matches up perfect and we don't have to mess with it. We've hit a speed bump, so we're playing with the dog. Okay. The plumbing needs to go about 2 inches back. And this iron water supply here, I don't want to move it. I need it. It could come up through the bottom plate there. I know if Mike Holmes were here, he'd tell me make it right. I've got 4 days, so I've got to make it work. I'm gonna wait till Uncle Dan comes home and helps me out a little bit. We're gonna go play with Sadie now. Okay. Day 2 of the bathroom remodel, and got the tub in. Uncle Dan really helped out because we had to you can see those guys, we had to shim out the wall in the back a couple inches. The left side was alright, we just had to notch out a little bit on the top of the tub here so it scooted back and didn't rust against the plumbing on the right side, which we did not have to change out. I'm gonna raise that up a bit and have it come out some green board up top. Got 3 more days to finish this, or I gotta change my flight home. Alright, this is my first experience with pipe wrenches. You want to set your first pipe wrench with the teeth in that direction so this piece doesn't move, and this pipe wrench is in the other direction with the teeth kind of grabbing to rotate around this way. So get this 90 back around one more time. It's really tight, but I think I can do it. Put up my hardy backer and I'm gonna rock out this tile. Alright, we're installing our tile with Acro Pro Mastic. I skipped the thin set so we didn't have to mix it and worry about dry time. Because you only have a couple hours to work with the thin set. This stuff you can cover up and keep working with it. Handy to have 3-inch putty knife in your trowel. Use this to put your mastic on, smear it on the wall, and then trowel across. We'll separate our tile into different color categories. If they have darker tones or lighter tones, you don't want to have one area that's really dark, one area that's really light, so you kind of want to mix it up. So I put this string on the wall so I know that I'm level, because the tub is a little bit out of level and I don't want the tiles to show that later. You wiggle this perpendicular to your trowel lines. Probably best to start at the tip of the 45, because if you go from the inside, it can actually chip out at the end. So earplugs would be beneficial. Also take your square, run alongside the guard, hold it like this as you go. That'll get you a good 45. As long as the tray is riding straight along the arm that guides it. Like most things in life, it helps to be ambidextrous in case you get fatigued, you know. So, my forearm is hurting. Tile's finally done. Moment of truth. She fits! 2 hours into day 5, I got a second coat of mud. It's easier when doing corners. I just did this wall, and then I did the ceiling on either side, because if you try to go and do the ceiling and then the wall, you can end up pulling a little bit of that ceiling coat away. So it's just kind of frustrating. I mixed up some 45-minute hot mud so it'll dry faster. Hit a couple of these lines. I'm gonna let that dry and do a little grouting with my Aunt Lori. So we got the grout lines all cleared out somewhat. Careful by your corners, they're gonna be pretty fragile, but you wanna get that cleaned out of those lines a little bit. A lot of times I'll just run by with my knife, cut it, and it'll come out. Voila! Going?
Record.
Alright, so we're mixing up our grout. I'm using this grout shield instead of water. It does say you can add a little water, which I highly recommend, because the last time I used this stuff, the grout was really thick and hard to work with. And the thicker the grout, the more effort and exertion you're going to put in. So this is made for a full bag. You're not supposed to mix more of this than you can apply in 30 minutes. It's been about 10 minutes, so I'm going to remix the grout. And you got your float. It's handy to have a putty knife because you can get this stuff out of the bucket better. So you're going to hit your grout lines. Your float will be at about a 45-degree angle, and you're going to hit your grout lines. These square ones, you're going to go across 40. These ones are a little bit trickier. You just don't want to go straight across because you'll end up hitting those lines. So, lose a lot of your grout, so try to keep it all. You want to try to hit it and get it in there pretty good. You can cover more ground with the longer side of your trowel, but you get more pressure with the shorter side. So you go to 45, and when you want to clean off more of the grout, you go to about a 90, and it'll help you clear that off better. Alright, let's do the rest of the wall. Alright, Aunt Lori and I got it grouted pretty quick. We're going to just clean the faces of the tile. You're supposed to wait 10 to 20 minutes to let it firm up a little. Clean it with a sponge. I prefer a towel. And then after 2 hours, you can come back and kind of be a little more rough with it. But don't pull too much of it out. You might want to hold on to a little bit of that grout in case you find any areas that you didn't quite get well enough and you want to hit again. So, it's quite a mess though. Right, Lo?
Yeah. Hello.
That's my Aunt Lolo. Alright, I am going to install one of those bowed out shower curtains. I have to put some holes in the tile. You want to do this very carefully. Go slow. You want your drill set on high. And with this bit, it does not have the drill bit in the middle. You just kind of feed it at a 45, and once it starts to bite, come straight in. Don't push. Just don't push. You don't want to break the tile. You've already grouted. You have to take the tile off. You don't want to do it. Don't break the tile. Dip it in water occasionally. Cool it off. Success. 2 and 2. No cracks. I'm that good. I've got some spots that I'd like to hit with one more coat of mud before I texture, and I got stuff masked off, ready to be textured once I get that done. Just go like left to right on the ceilings and up and down on the walls. Wait about 15 to 20 minutes. Come back with a 12-inch mud knife and just knock it down. Give it a little flat action. I'm not going to do orange peel, so it's going to be a knockdown texture today. See how it goes. Alright, so the directions told me to mix this up to the consistency of a thick paint. So I've thinned this out. I've set my air compressor to 17 to 20 psi. That's what the directions told me again. So we're going to do a little test on some scrap drywall over here, just to see if we get like the texture we want. Okay, we're protected. We're ready to get dirty. We're ready to get dirty. On the side that I'm on, it curves. There's a bow to this knife. So you don't want to put the side with the outside edges closest to the wall. You want the middle of it closest to the wall. So I'm going to use this side. And you just come texture. Easy. Don't clean your texture gun until you've actually knocked it down and had a chance to look and see if there's any spots you don't like, because I noticed from going vertically lines, I kind of tried to wiggle it as I went up and down. So I filled in the spots that I saw that I noticed that I didn't like. Hit a few more spots. Don't spray too much because then it gets really flat when you knock it down. There's an adjustment on the side that regulates the airflow a little bit. Because you can control the PSI on your compressor, but then on the actual gun, this one anyway, you can adjust it a little. I didn't have it all the way open when I first started, so I don't know. First time. I can only get better. Okay, I'm leaving a lot undone, but we got the curtain rod up, or shower rod up. Tile's done, that's most important. The toilet doesn't quite fit right because we shimmed out the wall, so I leave Lori and Dan to deal with that.